Hi Debbie. Hi Pauline. Good evening everybody. Hi Nicola. Hi Linda. Hi Pat. Hi Debbie. Oh, I've got my sound on. Good evening everybody. Hi Nicola. That's better. Hi Pat. Hi Pauline. Good evening. Hi Jane. I bet I've confused a few people by coming on this page. Hi Kay. Are you okay Debbie? How are you? Hi Ross. Hi Nicola. I'll just wait a few moments for a few people to find us. Hi Paula. Hi Jane, how are you? Hi Ali, welcome. I'm actually bang on time today, aren't I? Oh no, I'm 2 minutes early. Whoops. I thought I was bang on time. Hi Serena. Hi Liz. Welcome everybody. Leonie did a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. I'll do a few thank yous in a second when a few more have joined us. Hi Vanessa. I've just watched Leonie as well. Hi Barbara. Hi Yvonne. Hi Andrea. I'm just waiting a few moments for people to join us. I had to think for a few seconds whether I was on the right page. When I change the pages I get all confused. Hi Miriam. I know it's confusing, isn't it, Janet? I nearly went on my own Facebook page, so it's very confusing. Doesn't take much to confuse me at the best of times. Hi, Diane. Are you okay, Ali? Hi, Sue. You found us, Sue, on a different page. You're getting used to this technology now, Sue. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Miriam. How are you? Hi, Lane. Just waiting a few moments for people to join us because I did go early by a couple of minutes. Hey Sue, do you feel good because you found us and I didn't have to send you a link? Hi Jackie. Hi Judith. Hi Diane. How is everybody? Hi Jane. How are you all? You having a good day? Hi Tina. Oh, just shared. Bless you, Jane. Hi Sylviane. Hi Linda. Thank you for buying, Linda. Thank you. I'm going to do a few thank yous when a few more people are here. Thank you, Gina. Hello there. Hi Joanna. Hi Jean. Oh, bless you. A few other things have accidentally skipped into my basket. Bless you, Jean. Evening, Sue. Hi Chris. Hang on. Is that Christy? Chrissy, I wonder how you pronounce that. I'm hopeless at pronunciations. It's really embarrassing. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Helen. How are you? Hi, Becky. How is it? How is everybody? Hi, Emma. You need to tell me what you've been doing today as well. I know we're on the All and Create Facebook page, and I'm supposed to behave myself, but guess what? It's not going to happen. Took me 15 minutes. Well, Sue, I must admit, I did press the live button on my Facebook page and then realised I was on the wrong one. I know everybody's looking on the wrong page. That's because I just wanted to test you, you see, Michelle. I'll be back on my own page in a couple of days. Hi, Joe. Sending hugs. Hi, Emma. Hi, Jane. So, yes, this was just to test everybody because I'm normally on my Facebook page. So I thought I'd test you by going on All and Create's Facebook page. It means I'm supposed to be professional because I'm on the business page now. Do you think there's much chance of me being professional? Hi, Sally. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Sally. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Pauline. I do apologise for any pronunciations that are incorrect because my pronunciations are not the best. So I'm just going to see if I can put a link to the one-day special here. Let's see if it works. So that should be a link to the one-day special, hopefully. So I hope I've done that right. Hi, Samantha. You've made your books for tomorrow. Well, I hope you're not going to shoot me. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Virginia. You've received your Dotty stencil, Emma. Yay. Hi, Jane. Bless you, Serena. Thank you. So first of all, I need to say a few thank yous. I need to say thank you to Leonie and the team at Achanda. They've all stood in for me, so I do need to say a big thank you to Leonie. She did a fantastic job and she makes it look so easy because when I'm demoing, at Achanda, I have to go to the toilet about 60 times before I go live. So Leonie makes it look very easy. So a big thank you and a big kiss to Leonie for doing an amazing job like she always does, and for standing in for me. And I want to say a huge thank you to you all for purchasing. I really do appreciate it, sincerely appreciate it. So thank you very much for purchasing. Hi Janet, hi Rizwana. Just saying a few thank yous. A thank you to Leonie, and also a thank you to the design team who've done some amazing work with the stamps. They always bring the stamps to life for me. I needed the exercise trying to find you. Sorry Jane, just testing you. So thank you all for purchasing. I know it's a difficult time at the moment, so I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. Hi Piggy Sue. So thank you all for that. I do appreciate your support. And the design team have really showcased the stamps beautifully along with Leonie. So thank you very much. And you've all found me as well. So that's brilliant. Thanks Belinda. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to show the stamp sets. I'm going to do my job professionally like I'm supposed to do. You know, not like I do on my Facebook page. I'm doing my business side now because I'm on Absy's Facebook page now. So I have to make out I'm professional. I know, Leonie's brilliant, isn't she? Hi Karen. So yes, she did a great demo. I loved the one with the acetate. The one with the acetate was fab, wasn't it? I loved that one. Is the missing nail your one-day special look now? Oh, I knew you would have to spot it. No, these are all my nails. It's just that no manicure. So I'll just let myself down. No manicure. Listen, I need to keep it real. I need to keep it real. I had to search to find Tracy though. Good hide and seek game. Hi Karen. So yeah, so I'm trying to act all professional and you're just making me let the side down. Look, Abs is here now. I've got to act professional. So I've thanked everybody, Abs. Just so you know, I've done the professional bit. And I'll try not to sing on the All and Create Facebook page. Oh, thank you for ordering, Sue. Thank you to everybody that's ordered. Everybody at All and Create and myself really appreciate it, sincerely. Thank you, Joe. It means a lot that the design team, when they bring the stamps to life, the design team, that shows how versatile the stamps are. So that was an expensive hour. Oh, bless Jan. Thank you so much. Leonie was brilliant. So I'm just going to show the stamps and prove to Abs that I do my job properly, just for 5 minutes, and then we'll deteriorate like I normally do, because that's what you're used to. You're used to me deteriorating. So in the one-day special, for those that have not tuned in, Abs is spying on me, exactly, Sue. He's trying to watch me to make out I'm doing a professional job. So I'm trying not to lower the tone too much. Hi, Lilu. Hello there. You're normally on Instagram. Hello there. Oh, I have to let the side down, Julie. You know what I'm like. I'm just trying to keep it real. The design team are brilliant. So this is the A4 stamp and my inspiration. So I'm doing as I would on her Chanda, just letting you know what my inspiration was. My inspiration, as always, is the garden. But I like to, even though my inspiration is the garden, I still like to keep it a little bit quirky, not just always just do standalone flowers. I like to have some ephemera backgrounds as well. So, oh bless you, Linda. Thank you very much. It's downhill from now, Abs. Exactly, Jane. Hi, Jennifer. You found us. Keep it clean, Tracy. I know this is a business page. I have to remember this is not my Facebook page. And if I don't, mind you, I've still got to keep it real. So I'll try to keep it real and no sing. I'll try not to sing because I might get fired. So, oh, thank you very much, Jane. I'm so thrilled. Thank you. I won't tell your husband, I promise. I promise. But seriously, I know we have a joke and a laugh, but seriously, we need to be serious now. I do appreciate you buying the one-day special, so thank you very much. So my inspiration as normal was the garden, but this flower here is echoed here on the vase. So these flowers here are actually the same as that flower there in a smaller version, because I wanted you to be able to use them together. Not necessarily just use this, but you could actually use them together as well, because that miniature version is the same flower, just so you know that I actually think about the designs. So we've got an A4 set, and Abs is offered us a good price with the 1 day special, which is brilliant. Took me a while to find you. I know, Julie, it's just to confuse things. By the time it gets to Wednesday, I'll be back to my page and you won't have a clue where I am. So you'll have no toilet humour, I know. I'm never going to remember I'm on the business page. Oh, come on. The circumstances mean I can take it down a little level, don't they? They mean I don't have to be quite as professional. What do you think? You found me, Leslie. Yay. So that's the A4 stamp set. And I love to have different size stamp sets. So we've got an A4 stamp set, which is split into 2 A5s. And we've got an A6 stamp set. I love to have the different size stamps. And we've got a lovely focal image here. I will bring the stamp sets in. Let me just bring this one in. On this one's a nice size stamp set. It's not small. And then we've got the other flowers in there and the little birds along the step, along there. I only tune in to hear you sing. What we're going to sing tonight, Sue? Shall we literally set All and Create Facebook page alight with our singing? What do you think? Let's embarrass Abs. So these are little birds that you can have in a row, but I always like birds with my flower stamps, and there's some lovely sentiments on there as well. So that's your A6 stamp set, and that's got limited edition birthday wishes. It's got art and happiness and bird sentiment for the birds. So that's the A6 stamp set, and then a lovely A7 stamp set, which I will use all these stamp sets over the next few days as well, just to give you more inspiration. And I know we've been using... Is there any frogs around? Oh, yes, Pam. Shall I say it? The frogs... No, we'll be dead polite. We're on the business page. The frogs are still mating, shall we say. And I've got gallons of frog spawn. Absolutely gallons of frog spawn. Sorry, Abs. The conversation always deteriorates. Blame it on the viewers. It's their fault. So we've got a lovely A7 stamp set, and on this one we've got a background element, a postal element and some postage stamps. Therefore, even in that smaller stamp set, which if I bring that stamp set in, even in that smaller stamp set you've got lots of detail, and it's not too small to not be worthwhile. I love these stamp sets, so I was really pleased with the way that one came out. So there's an A7 stamp set as well. Now, what was quite funny about Leonie's live was, I've had no bonking today. You said it, Dawn. You said it on the business page. Sorry, Abs. It's got to happen. Yes, we've got to have a sing-along. We'll sing halfway through. We'll have to think of a decade, at least a decade I can remember. Don't go too, like in the 20s, because I can't remember half the songs. I'm not that modern. Thank you for all the support. Exactly. So... it was funny because I'd created this card weeks ago for the 1 day special, and Leonie went and did something similar, but I have got a few different techniques in here as well. So hopefully you'll still enjoy the demo because I prepped this beforehand, and I love this stamp here. I've added lots of layers to the design so that it's quite textural as well. But obviously, those of you that have been joining me over the last 10 days now doing lives, you've seen that I've used this stamp in different ways. And in the 70s, right, what's it going to be then? Abby. So, Tracy, I cannot find you. Are you on yet? Sue Green's just messaged me. Poor Sue can't find me. Can anybody tag Sue Green? Can you tag people? Just bear with me a second. Let's be professional and try and let her find us. Bear with me a second. We'll just go on to Facebook and I'll try and help out a viewer who can't find us. 80s every time. So what we're singing from the 80s? What about using material? Exactly, material. I'm just trying to find Sue. Just bear with me a second. I won't keep you 2 seconds. Let me just find the All and Create Facebook page. Just talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes. I'm just trying to find Sue. I won't keep you at Shawaddy Waddy. What did they used to sing? My computer's very slow, so I'm sorry, Sue, I can't help you. It's not bringing up the All and Create Facebook page because I can't link you. Sorry about that, Sue. Oh, I can. Just bear with me a second. Sorry to keep you, folks. All and Create. Where have you gone? All and Create. I'm just helping a customer out just to find the page. I won't. Pretty Little Angel Eyes. Oh, yes, but what was the one where they used to do the sound effect together? No, that was that Shawaddy Waddy? Nothing's going to stop us now. And who were them? Were them the Pickets? Who was it that sang all together and did doop-a-doop-a-doop, all those sound effects? Let me get this now for Sue. Control and C. Sue Green. I'm just helping a customer. Don't worry, Tracy. We're not going anywhere. Sorry about this. Tracy, I cannot. That's it. I've done my bit. I've helped a customer out. I'm back now. You see, you don't get Leonie doing this on her chanda, do you? I was just helping a customer out, so I do apologise for that. So I've just helped the customer out, so we're now going to start this demo. I don't do this live on a chanda. What was that group? Under the Moon of Love. That's it, yes. Under the Moon of Love. And what sound effects did they do? They used to do sound effects, didn't they? Sort of one would have a deep voice and one would have... You know what I mean, don't you? Flying Pickets, that's it. Oh, I've lost the plot now. I've forgot I'm even on All and Create's Facebook page. So hopefully that customer will find us. So what we've got here is we've got some black card. Hey, Tony, hello there. Just my usual waffle, Tony, and I've just thanked everybody for purchasing and I've thanked the design team. You see, Janet, my Facebook Lives are a bit off the cuff, Janet, I have to say. Tracy, I've put a comment on your page saying, where are you? Oh, don't worry about that. You can put anything on my page. The apps can't tell me off. But do you remember the Flying Pickets? They used to do those sound effects and one would have a deep voice and one would have... I can't do that. Can't remember. Anyway, let's get my professional head on. So I've got black card, and when I'm embossing on black card, I like to use the anti-static bag just because I'm live. I've always got sweaty hands because I'm a nervous wreck. It's never going to change even if I go live for 50 years. I've always got sweaty palms. You wanted me to share that with you, didn't you? Shawaddy Waddy, Under the Moon of Love. Do-do, yeah, I just love it. You see, I'm just going to embarrass Abs now and I'm going to be fired after this live. Shooby-dooby-doo. I can't hear you singing. I can't hear you singing. So I'm now going to be using my A5 stamp, the A4 stamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to ink with VersaFine ink. Versamark ink. I've got VersaFine on the brain. You're all putting me off now. I'm singing and you're all putting me off my demo. It's your fault. So I'm now going to, look at that lovely clean ink pad. I'm now going to ink up with the Versamark ink pad. And even though I'm using a sticky ink pad, you have to still use a good layer of ink. It's important, just like you do with your VersaFine, you still need to add a good layer of ink. Don't just pat it once and think you've got enough. I know, Sue, wasn't Leonie fab? She always is fab. So, and then I have to follow her, just great. But no, she always is fab. So, and she makes it look so easy, and trust me, it is not easy. I cannot stop laughing. Do you like my singing, Abs? Listen, I said that I might be fired after this live because I always bring the lives down a level and I can't sing for toffee. But it's the customer's fault. They keep asking me to sing. And they said it was the 80s this time, so we're doing the Flying Picket. I bet you weren't even born when the Flying Pickets were out, were you, Abs? No. So I'll just make myself feel about 103 now. So I'm now going to... I've now inked that stamp beautifully. So don't be in too much of a rush to ink your stamp. Do you like how I go off on a tangent and then I go back to being professional again? So I've now applied the anti-static bag, which means that my embossing powder will only stick where I want it to stick. And I'm just hovering my acrylic block just to decide where I want the flower. So I want it slightly off centre, like so. And that will be fine. And just like you're a baby, exactly. Why did I even mention that, Abs? Because I always feel old. Mind you, somebody thought you were my toy boy, so there you go. On your Instagram, you thought you were my toy boy. I can't believe it. Then somebody said I was a cougar. Can you? We will get a petition up, keep Tracy. Is that if Abs fires me for lowering the tone? Oh dear, I tell you, I can't do that. When I go on a Chanda next, it's a good job none of you are on the live, because I can't do this on her Chanda. They will definitely fire me. So allow that ink to sit. And as with the VersaFine ink, lift your acrylic block. I couldn't live without these acrylic blocks now. Just lift your acrylic block, because that'll get the central ear here. Abs, I think Leonie needs a newer 4 acrylic block. Oh yes, she put it under the stamping platform, didn't she? Bless her. She put it under the stamp platform. Did she break it, or was it all right? Hi, Kay. Was it all right, or did she break it? I didn't see. I was watching, but I didn't see if she broke it. I love these blocks, Belinda. I couldn't live without him. Toy Boy, you can sing that, Tracy. Oh yes, Nita. Toy Boy, I don't know how that one goes, Toy Boy. Don't encourage him, for goodness sake. I already get called his mother. Now he's my toy boy. Oh, so let's just bring this in. And even using the acrylic block, it stamps beautifully. I know you can't see a good picture on there, but it does stamp beautifully. So let's add some white embossing powder. We're obviously all on a white embossing powder streak today, but I did do my demo weeks ago. I promise you. So just add, and just remember I stamped mine so that I haven't got the whole image. So we'll just move this out the way while we tip the excess back in. Just tip that excess back in. You see, All in Create's Facebook page will never be the same again. No, it broke. Did it break? Whoops. That looks like she needs another acrylic block then, Abs. I didn't realise it broke. I'm just plugging my heat gun in because I'm such a professional. There we go, that's plugged in. So even because we've used that anti-static bag, we've got no fine areas that have stuck. So that's a beautiful print. So it works out. I finally found you. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Jan. Thanks ever so much. So I've now got a beautiful image. And that's just on its own. This is just to create the background element. We're going to add a lot more detail. So I'm just going to heat my heat tool up. Hi, David. Welcome. I should be so lucky, lucky, lucky. Actually, I don't even know why I'm doing it. How come you're not singing? How come it's just me singing? Big in Japan. Look, I'm not even looking at me embossing. I'm too busy looking at your messages. I need to be looking at the embossing, or else I'm going to overheat it. So I'm just now going to heat that up. Hopefully you can see it turning on the camera. I'm sorry if you can't. I'm doing the best I can to show it turning. Just moving it round because you don't want to keep the heat in. I'm singing. Oh good, I'm glad you're singing, Liz. So you don't want to keep your heat tool in one place. You need to be moving it around just to make sure that you get even coverage with that embossing. You don't want to overheat it, because if you overheat it, it'll just go back flat again, and you don't want that. So just go over, just make sure you've not, I've just missed an area here. That's because I was too busy looking at your comments and not looking at my. Let's have a look down here as well. See, you keep me all entertained, so I wasn't watching then. So if you can see now, you've got a beautiful image. Hi, lovely bonkers one. Somebody messaged me in Messenger and actually asked me if I was on medication. Oh dear. So funny. No, I'm not on medication. Well, I am, but not medication that, you know, for Oh dear, I'm just digging myself a hole now, aren't I? For goodness sake. But yes, you know what I mean. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to use some parchment. You are distracting, Belinda. It's so distracting. I'm supposed to be concentrating. It's a good job you're not on a Chanda. Can you imagine if they did lives on a Chanda where I could see your comments? I'd never get anything done. So again, because I'm using parchment, parchment gives me another texture. So I'm using parchment, so I'm using an anti-static bag again. Because of those sweaty palms, you don't want them on your artwork. So I'm just going to stamp again onto the parchment. So we're going to ink that stamp up again. And inking this up, again, a good inking for your parchment. Surely not. Actually, I would be bored if you were quiet, Liz. So imagine what I'm going to be all lonely when I'm on a Chanda next time. All on my own. I'll have to get the presenter singing. What do you think? You've been stamping with my stamps most of the morning. Oh, bless you, Susan. I'm so pleased. I hope you're going to share, Susan. Share with what you've been doing. We've got an All and Creates Fanatics page as well. So if you want to share in there all your artwork, we can show Abs how hard we've all been working, because we've all been working hard the last 10 days, haven't we? So we can prove to Abs we've not been just sitting here, we've been working hard. So I'm now going to stamp this image. Hi, Hilary. I'm just going to stamp this image onto the parchment. So again, allow that ink to sit on there because the boss is on. Oh no, you're joking, aren't you, Karen? I have sweaty palms whether the boss is here or not. Oh, hi, Terry. Have you just found us? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the new collection. Leonie did a fabulous job, didn't she? She really did. She always does, though, to be honest. So, but it's lovely to see how you, the customer, and how Leonie uses my stamps. It gives me such a buzz. If you're still not done your homework, will you be all right, Jane? Because I'm changing something. You've got an extra day. Yes, you could use vellum, Helen. Vellum would work just as beautifully. It's slightly thicker, is vellum, but it works just as beautifully, and it looks fantastic with vellum or parchment. And as you can see, whenever I do the technique, I still lift my acrylic block just to make sure I get this central area here. Sorry, I have to be professional every now and then just so the Abs, you know, I don't get fired. Only now and then. So now what we're doing is, again, we're going to add that embossing. So we're going to sprinkle with our embossing powder. And because we've used that anti-static bag, we don't need to worry about finger marks. That's the good thing about using the anti-static bag. I'll just look at that for a fantastic image. Just from white embossing. I think it's fantastic. Behind, I haven't started. Yes, but you've been working, Serena. You've been working. So you haven't had time. So, oh, I had to go and I got called to get a prescription. I had to go and get a prescription today. And obviously there's social distancing, obviously. So we had to stand outside to wait for our prescription. I was standing outside for 2 hours. I could hardly feel my fingers afterwards. Oh, thank you, Jane. Do you know, it's so nice because when we're designing stamps, you've got no idea how the public will react to the stamps. So when you, the customer, the public, like the stamps, it gives me ever such a buzz. And I feel so chuffed because that's what we say in the potteries. We say chuffed. So yes, I had to stand outside for a prescription for 2 hours because obviously there's social distancing, which you can understand. But I was so cold. I could hardly feel my fingers, my feet or anything. I soon warmed up. I had to go and soak in the bath. Oh, thank you, Jane. So here we've got, so what we, as you always know, I like to take it up a level, or I like to, so obviously Leonie did white embossing. Even though I did this a few weeks ago, I like to think we all bring a little different touch to it. So you've got white embossing on the black card, and you've got white embossing on the parchment paper. Now, I'm not, let me just add, I am not a parcher. I don't do parchment craft. So I don't know all the the proper terms or anything. I just do what works for me. So please remember, parchment is not something I do professionally, so I don't know all the terms. I just do what works for me. Just bear with me a second. I'm just getting a soft mat. I'm just making do with what I've got. So as you can see here, I've got my cut and dry foam. So I want to take this up a level. I love parchment flowers as well, Maureen. I just love them. Oh, thank you for sharing. Oh, well done, Mario. You've just reminded me. The lovely Abs and All and Create, if you'd like to share the video, that'd be brilliant. But they're offering a gift for somebody that participates in the Facebook Live. And it'll be a gift for one randomly drawn winner. I'll draw the winner in a few days. And All and Create will send this gift out. And if anybody's interested, I'll give this card away. So if you're interested in receiving the card, this is a separate. So Abs, All and Create are sending a gift out, but I'll give away this card if anybody wants it. So just say, yes, you'd like the card, and then I'll just draw a random winner. But that's what I normally do anyway. So what I want to do, thank you for sharing, Robin. Would a stamping mat work? Yes, absolutely. Anything that's squishy. I'm just using some cut and dry foam because I haven't got the parchment mats or anything like that. So I just use what I've got to go with my stamps. Did you recognise the pottery accent, Julie? Of course you did. Up the potteries, eh? Up, duck? Oh, brilliant. I'll draw a random winner then. So let's take this up a level. Now, when I used to do parchment, before the lovely Barbara Gray was here, I didn't have all the mod cons. So I'm just going to show you what I did. So here, I've got a tea light. Okay? So just a normal tea light, as you can see. And I've got a ball tool. That's about the only professional thing I've got, is the actual ball tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my embossed image over, okay? And I'm going to roll my ball tool over the tea light. So, oh, bless you all. You want the card. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jane. I'm so pleased you like the stamp. It's, to be honest, it's such a relief. Thank you. So I'm now rolling this ball tool over the tea light because that'll make it roll. It'll give me a smoother, it'll go smoothly over the parchment and it won't rip it. So I'm now going to roll this ball tool over the parchment. Now you don't want to roll too firmly. Do it gently with each layer. Now, often you'll hear that Barbara or anybody that does parchment says that you need to emboss the card and then allow it to rest. Obviously, I'm not doing it for that purpose. I'm not embossing this for the only reason of getting white. I'm embossing this from the back to make it puff out. Does that make sense? I'm embossing it. See, rude again. Sorry. Karen, you can always rely on me to be rude. So I'm just going over the tea light so that it puts some of the wax on the ball tool, and it means that it will roll over the parchment nice and smoothly and you don't get that scratchy feel. And you keep rolling over here. Now, if you're doing traditional parchment, you'd allow this to rest and then go back to it and do it again, and you'd get that white colouring on the opposite side. But I'm doing it to make my petals domed. That's the only reason I'm doing it. And then I'll explain the other reason shortly. Oh, bless. I love how you all would like the card. I'm so humbled. I love using old school techniques, Julie, because I'm just old school through and through. I'm old anyway. I'm old school. I'm old fashioned. I'm old everything. In fact, mentally, I'm 7 years old, but physically, I'm 107. Does that make sense? So just go back to your tea light holder and then rub over. I'm trying to give you as many techniques as possible with our Facebook Lives. We're all shut indoors, so we need to help each other. And when you're spending your hard-earned cash, I want to give as many ideas as possible. So as you can see, I've just rolled this ball tool over the parchment or over the vellum or over whatever you want, over the parchment. Now, professional Whoops, I'm going to cough, excuse me. Professional parchers would ask you to let that rest before you continue doing it. But if you turn it over, can you see that on the camera? Does that show up at all? Oh, bless you all. Thank you so much. Can you see that whiteness there? Oh, thank you, Jane. You're very welcome. It's the least I can do. You're all so supportive. I couldn't do it without you all. So thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. Can you see that whiteness there? Does that show up okay for you? So if you're a professional parcher, which I am not, and I don't protest to be a professional parcher, if you're a professional parcher, you would allow that to rest overnight, go back, and you would do the same thing again. You would go over it again and do it again, and this would get whiter and whiter and whiter. So what you could do then is you could cut that out, and let me just get one. Obviously I haven't done it on this one, but you could cut that image out and just layer it over the top in white, and that could be your card done. Just doing it in white. So if you did that, or if we just do one more petal so you can see what I mean, if you went over several petals, we'll just do this one more petal so that I make myself understood clearly, because I don't like to confuse anybody. So you could just do this for a card without any colour. You don't have to add any colour. This would look fantastic on its own, just as a white card using parchment paper. And obviously, just so that we don't upset all those parchers, allow your parchment to rest before you keep adding those layers. So there you can see you've got the lovely white. You could then cut this whole flower out and you'd have that white domed flower, because it would make it dome, and you could cut that out and put it on top of the black card. But I'm doing something different. Okay, so there's one technique. Then what we need to do, go back to this, because I've got one that I've done earlier somewhere. I've just chucked it. So what we then do is I want to add colour to mine. What's happened with Shelley's? Just split my water all over the room floor. Oh no, Shelley, I hope you've not spilt it on anything and it's just the carpet and you can soak it up. Yeah, white pencil would be quicker, Karen, on the back, but it wouldn't give you the doming. It embosses it and makes it shape the flowers. If you just did white penciling, you wouldn't get the shaping of the petals. Because I'm also embossing it with the ball tool, it's actually shaping the petals as well at the same time. Does that make sense? The tool stretches it, exactly, Caroline. It stretches those fibres in the parchment and it domes, and it makes it more domed and gives some shape to the petals. Now, the other reason that I did this whiteness is because I've got this whiteness on here, it will make any of the colours that I then add pop. Like when I add white paint in mixed media, it makes any of the colours that I put on the top pop. Now, traditional parchers apply their colour on the reverse. They apply their colour on the reverse so they've got a nice subtle effect on the top. I don't want that. I'm not doing I'm not a professional parcher and I'm not doing that technique. I want to do it on the top because I've got that nice domed flower. I've got that whiteness. I colour the use my... yes, I know. I colour the use my tool. Sorry, I'm a bit confused there, Karen. But I'm going to add the colour to my parchment because that white will make my colours pop. So as you can see, remember from our previous lives, when I colour with any pencil crayon, I use a flicking motion just so that I don't get any harsh lines. And because I've got that white layer underneath, no problem, Jane, you just enjoy your tea. Yes, you can do the parchment with a tumble dryer sheet instead, exactly. I'm just doing old-fashioned ways that I used to do, making things work for me because I haven't got the tools. So, is it best to use the ball tool before you cut it? I think it is, because if I cut the flower and I try to do the embossing, it's a bit more fiddly. The flower then moves. So because the flower moves, I end up sort of going ski-whiffed. Whereas if I do it then, I don't colour then use my tool. I don't, because you can use your tool again if you want, but then it takes some of the colour away, Karen, if you emboss it afterwards. So I'm doing it this way because it just makes the colour more vibrant. So I'm only going to do one petal because I've done one before for you so that you're not waiting. So I'm now adding the orange like so. And because I'm using polychromos, I like to layer the colour. So I go back to the yellow, then to the orange, and then back to the orange. Sorry, yellow, then back to the orange. I hope this is making sense. So, and if you try this technique, if you want to share with us, either in the All and Create Fanatics group or in my group, we'd love to see your makes. And then what I do is I add those layers. Are you colouring on the reverse? No, I'm not, Virginia. That's what a lot of parchers do. They colour on the reverse. You can colour on the reverse because any colour pencils will work, Belinda. You can colour on the reverse and you'll get a more subtle effect. So that obviously if you do it on the reverse, it'll be paler. I don't want a pale colour. I want a vibrant colour. Nice effect when you use oil pastels. Exactly, if you use oil pastels on the back side of the parchment, it looks wonderful. And also if you use Dorso colours, the Dorso parchment colours, those will work beautifully as well. But I'm trying to give you a different way to use tools that you already have. So I'm now going to use the red just to make it more vibrant. And what you need to do is you need to add layers of these polychromo pencils. Polychromo pencils work better if you add layers of colour. And if you add those layers of colour, you get more vibrancy. And I use a flicking motion because that's what works best for me. So I'm now going to go back to the orange. So I go back to the orange and I'm not colouring from the reverse because I don't want a subtle pale colour. I just want the vibrancy. So I love parchment for this because it just gives your flower a totally different look, especially when you cut it out, which I will show. Hello Julie, welcome. You'll be stuck there for a while. Can't come, social distancing. So I'm now going to add the red again. And this red just adds some depth to the design. So I think you get the understanding with that. So let's bring in one we've done earlier. So this is the one we've done earlier. So can you see I've added that colour? So I spent quite a while doing this colour, but still it needs some more work. I've moved this on a bit so that you're not waiting. Hope everybody's well. Whoops. So I'm just moved this on a bit so you're not waiting too long for the demo. So as you can see, we're colouring this flower in. We're just going to finish these petals like so. Just to add that layers of colour. And you can see the vibrancy from this flower. Oh my God, please don't leave me up there. Leave you up where? Replying to Christine. Where are they leaving you, Christine? What's the difference between the pencils, the Inktense, Helen, are water soluble and permanent when dry. The polychromos are just a normal, are they a wax-based pencil. So you can't activate the polychromos with water. You can blend them with like a substance, but I just blend them pencil to pencil. Okay, Jane, eat your dinner. Oh, in the attic. Oh no, I hope they're not going to leave you in the attic, Christine. You could use any pencil crayons. You can use Dorsos that are proper parchment ones. You can use polychromos, any wax pencils, anything. And you can use them from the reverse or the front. Nice to see men and women on here. Exactly, Linda. It's nice to see that both are all of us craft together. So I've now got this orange that I'm just layering on here, like so. Then I'm just doing these two petals so that it looks finished. And then you can see it all finished. But I did most of the colouring beforehand so that you don't have to watch me. So can you see that is now coloured beautifully. And I literally did the reverse, the white, and I've now got the beautiful colouring. But this parchment gives me a totally different look. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much, Julie. I really appreciate you ordering. Thank you. You'll have plenty to keep you. Oh, we can't keep Christine in the attic. We can't keep her in the attic. We've got to get her down the attic. So now what I did was I did 1, 2, 3 layers of parchment. Can you see? I've done 3 layers. I was a magpie crafter. I have a little bit of everything. To be honest, Christine, I've got a little bit of everything. That's why I had to use a tea light holder, because I wanted to use parchment, but I've only got 1 tool. So I thought, well, let me make do with what I've got. So there still has to be a technique involved, and I like to share a different technique each evening. So why not? So I've got 3 layers there with the parchment, and with this one, this is my 4th layer. So I'm going to add this on the top just to add another layer. And because I've got so many layers, I can add the adhesive behind the flower without seeing it. Is Karen still with us? So I can still add it like so. So now I've got 4 layers of flower. I'm searching for parchment, white embossing powder. My ball ends. I may be sometime. Pardon. Oh dear. Send in firefighters. She can have fireman's lift. Exactly. Exactly. We make do and distancing, Julie. Exactly. So, exactly. We make do and distancing. So I'm just allowing that adhesive just to make sure that it sticks properly. I like the fact we make do and distancing. Oh, there you are, Karen. I missed you before. I thought you'd gone then. Because have you had your tea already, Karen? I'm starving. Absolutely starving. So can you see now, this flower, because you might not see it on camera, but it's slightly domed. All the layers are slightly domed. So I adore that. And this is going to go on here. And I'll send this card out to 1 randomly drawn winner. I might send you a few backgrounds as well if you want a few backgrounds. Oh, ball tools. I thought she was being rude initially. And I thought I hadn't better repeat it because I'm on All and Create's Facebook page. So I thought I'd got to be a good girl. I've now lost my place for my flower. Where does that go now? Let me just see. That's it. No, that isn't it. That's it. I couldn't put my flower in the right place then. So just hold that down just so the adhesive sticks. And these 4 layers of parchment are absolutely beautiful together. So yes, I'll add a few backgrounds to the card giveaway as well, because you've all been so supportive. Thank you, everybody. Wow, I've just noticed we've got 222 people. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. So I'm just allowing that to sit on there. And what we're going to do during the next goodness knows how long that we're stuck in, we're going to be using these 1-day special stamps a lot over the next few days to give you lots of inspiration. So don't worry, there'll be lots of inspiration coming. We're now going to stamp the sentiment onto a strip of parchment to keep that going. So we're going to add the sentiment. So I'm going to ink the sentiment with the same Versamark ink pad. And again, make sure you've got a good even layer of colour. Very welcome, Jane. You're all so good. Your support's much appreciated. And sometimes when you say thank you, it doesn't seem enough. So sometimes I like to give something back. Let's just move all these out the way. We're now going to stamp this beautiful sentiment. I've got no space on my desk at all. Let me move all this out the way. So we're going to stamp this sentiment. I need a bigger desk. Every day is a new adventure onto the parchment. And as we know, at the moment, every day is a new adventure. Send me the firemen, please. They might help me out with my ball tool. I bet your Abs doesn't have any of these conversations on his... Don't forget, Abs is going live on Instagram after this. So lots of inspiration to keep you going. Lots of homework for you. Just so that you can't get bored. Just to help our mental health as well. To keep us all sane. Well, I don't know whether I'm keeping you sane. I'm sending you balmy. So I'm just going to lift that up. Hopefully we've got a nice image. We're going to emboss that. I think I'm sending you all doolally. So I'll even send the parchment bit I've done as well. So we'll just apply this over our sentiment like so. Parchment is such a lovely product to work with. It really is a lovely product to work with. So just bring this in to make sure that's stuck down. We've now got our sentiment. So now, just bear with me while I get some... Oh, where did I put that cut and dry foam? So now, another way to colour your parchment. Let me just cut some cut and dry foam. How are we doing for time? Does anybody know the time? 7:48. So I should be finished in about 10 minutes, just as Ab goes live. So I hope that's okay. So I'm now just going to reach for some ink pads. Bear with me a moment. So what colours we're going to use? Orange, so we'll have that orangey colour. I just decided to colour this in a different way, so I'm sorry that I didn't have the colours ready. I decided to do this afterwards because I thought we could colour it in a different way. So that's why I'm looking for my ink pads. I have 2 8-foot tables in and still don't have enough space. I haven't got enough space at all. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Kay. So another way we can colour this parchment, we'll use these 2 colours. Ripe persimmon and picked raspberry. So the other way you can... Oh, why don't I heat the embossing first? Why didn't you tell me to heat the embossing? It's not going to do much if I don't heat it, is it? So heat that sentiment up. Like so. We're just heating the sentiment up. Hopefully you can see that on camera. It's just turning now. We haven't got the Hochanda camera, people, so not quite as good. But that's the sentiment. So another way you can colour your parchment. Thickness, parchment is a lot thicker than vellum. I thought vellum was thicker than parchment. Mind you, this parchment is quite thick. So that's true. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the parchment over and I'm going to colour the parchment on the back with my Distress Oxides. Let's put it in camera, Tracy. So I'm now going to colour my parchment with the Distress Oxides. Just trying to give you as many techniques as possible. So colour that parchment with 2 colours of Distress Oxide. So we're just going to add that there. Just add some orange over the top. Like so. And let's see what it looks like from the front. So if you turn it over, you might not be able to see it as much as me. I'll see if I can hold it up. Just bear with me a second. I can see it's actually tinted. You won't see it much on camera. Colour your backside, Tracy. Liz, you are a terrible influence. Liz chatting Griggs. Lowering the tone. Would you ever get me doing that? Of course you would. But you can just see that it's slightly tinted, but in real life, it's coloured beautifully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up. So just cut this sentiment up, which you were expecting anyway. So we'll do every day is a new adventure. So this one will be slightly different to the original one, because you always stamp differently in each one. So we're going to put every day, like so, is a... I'm talking to myself now, can you tell? Colour your backside. I can't believe you said that. You don't need to be influenced. Is that right, Jane? Are you saying I'm a bad influence? Yes, you could use Distress Oxides on the flower. So what you could do, you could either colour on the reverse, so you could do like I've just done and colour on the reverse so it looks like this. Okay, so it looks like that. So you could colour it on the reverse, or you could use you know those earbuds, your earbuds. You could use earbuds and colour on the front, dip the earbuds onto the Distress Oxide and colour. That would look beautiful. That would look beautiful with Distress Oxides because the colours are so stunning. So you could get a cotton bud, an ear bud, pick it up on your Distress Oxides and blend the colour out. That would work fantastically. So we now go, I've got all the matte and, are you impressed? I've got all the matte and layers ready. Are you impressed? I can tell you're impressed because I don't normally have them ready. So there is our card finished. And I just want to talk to you about our little book, because I'm going to have a little change of plan, if that's okay. So there's our card. What do you think? I'm really pleased with that. So let's bring in the original. Let's bring in the original. I'll give this card away. I will stick it all down. There's the original. And I'll find some little paint pieces as well. These are paint pieces off your pot. Did you watch Leonie had them as well? Some paint pieces on your flower. And that's your flower. Now, let me just talk to you about, I know we're on the All and Create Facebook page, but do you remember on my page I said to do this book for Tuesday? Would you mind if we did this book on Wednesday on my Facebook page? Would you mind if I gave you an extra day? If we did this on Wednesday and I do a different card on the All and Create Facebook page tomorrow? Would that be okay? So we'll do this on my Facebook page on Wednesday. I just want to know that you don't mind. So this will be Wednesday's Facebook Live on my Facebook page. But tomorrow I'll be back here on the All and Create Facebook page making a card with the one day special. So I hope that's okay. So we'll do this on Wednesday. So I hope that's okay. And that's the card using the one day special. So I hope you like that. And I'll be back with... Oh, we've missed something. Hang on a minute. We've missed something. You didn't tell me we've missed something. Let's finish it off properly. We forgot our index clip. Now, if you want to tune into her Chanda tomorrow to watch the one day special with Leonie, Leonie's back at 9 a.m, 1 p.m, and 5 p.m. And Leonie's got some fantastic demos for you using the one day special. And we've got some other fabulous stamps on there as well. Yes, you can catch up, Christine. That'll be lovely. It'll be on catch up. And also, I'll put this Facebook Live on my YouTube as well. No, I'm not having a day off. Who needs a day off? So Wednesday we'll do this. And tomorrow, we'll do this on my Facebook page. And tomorrow, we'll do something different. We'll be back here tomorrow on the All and Create All and Create Facebook page tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I'm back here tomorrow at 3. So a big thank you to you all. Thank you to Chanda. A big thank you to the design team as well. Let's keep each other going. And thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 3. Bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks very much. Bye. Bye.